Hello, hello. Welcome to the Sunday stream. How we doing? Hopefully we're doing well. I think I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Welcome to the stream. To nobody's surprise, we will be back in the Nether today. Something I started Wednesday was working on a wall around the area. It's gonna help a lot. So it's a great use of the basalt that we have. So I'm gonna be working on that. Is my goal. All right, let's switch screens. There we go. Cool. Hey, Sonic Stan. I am hanging in there. How you doing? There we go. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. I think we're good to go. Ooh, no. Of course, I accidentally look at an Enderman to start, but it's fine. Go. Doing okay, thanks. Bit tired. Doing game dev all day. Did get around to Minecraft. Fair enough. Oh, by the way, there's probably an ad starting in like 2 seconds. So before I went any further, I figured I'd say that. Cool. Fair enough. It's a very tired Sunday. It's kind of a weird day, to be honest. It's the last day of May as well. Which I don't know, I feel like that makes it weirder. Well, you never know. We'll see what the day brings. It's very possible there will be some level of scares. Like I said, we'll see. I hope not. To some degree, we're just gonna be working on walls today, so that should help, I think. Maybe. Let's do that. Grab those, thank you. The slab's back in there. I wasn't originally gonna do this upper section, but let's see. Figured might as well start here. It's all slabbed right here, and it's kind of nice to be able to fly up here. Let things surely be falling off of this side. I think it was last time we go this way. I worked on that wall last time. Kind of help. But you can see where this whole section needs to have something done about it. For sure. I don't think there's anywhere up here where a magma cube could spawn. But you never know. Let's not fall to our deaths. This magma cubes are over here. Don't really want to have to work with those, though. In theory, we should actually start over here, which would probably be this. Harder play. Where'd it go? Might have died. Feeling I should not be doing this right now. Let me jump down here. Oh, I must have died in the lava, I bet. Or teleported away somewhere. That would actually make a lot of sense. Drop down right here. Easily survive that. We're also gonna do that just in case. Nope. Wrong one. There we go. Just in case we fall in the lava. Don't want to be tempted fate there. We can help it. Drop down here. So yeah, we'll choose a section of land to build the wall. The idea is to build it all the way up to the ceiling there. So this will help with magma cubes, because part of the reason that magma cubes are such a problem is because they come from this area and they drop down, and that's no fun. So this will help with the magma cubes. Actually, will help quite a lot with the magma cubes. There we go. So yeah, I'm here. I'm doing things. Last day of May. It's kind of weird, this last day of May. Month 5. It's been a good temperature here, so. Spent a little bit of time outside yesterday. The nice weather. I think the high was like in the mid 70s Fahrenheit. Which is usually good. We had rain for pretty much 2 weeks straight. Pretty close to that. So it was nice to be able to walk outside and the ground was not soaked. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Great use of the basalt though. I don't know, we'll work on this wall all of today. But I at least wanted to start here. I think it'd be nice to do like this whole section today if we could. But that might be a little too ambitious. I don't think I'll dig down today. I've to some degree stayed away from that since last, no, 2 weekends ago, because I didn't stream last weekend. So 2 weekends ago. There were a surprisingly large number of people with gatherings. Oh my goodness.
White fire happy.
Let's go. Jen with the 45 months. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate that. Loves hearts, hypes in the chat. $45 months. 45. That's what? In total, almost 4 years? Right? 12 months in a year. I really appreciate it, Jen. Yee. Spent 782.58 hours. Let's go. Following for 6 years, 4 months, 1 week, 5 days, 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 22 seconds. Let's go. You know, I think hours-wise, I think you've watched as many hours of this stream as I've... roughly as many hours watched in the stream as I've played in this world. So that's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours. I think we're at about 800 in this world, so... it's quite funny. Hey, Felix, how's it going? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well today. We're building a wall so I don't die. Don't have a magma cube drop down on me again. It's a relatively safe thing to do, which is kind of weird to think about, but... do this. I can't do this for too long. My pinky's starting to hurt. Received a reward, Tubbo's Realm RPG. What now? Like a Twitch reward? Why is my chat not auto-scrolling? There we go. Good idea, last close call was a bit too close. Yeah, try this side I have to protect myself from. Be careful when I drop as well. Yeah, interesting. Tubbo's Realm RPG. Like, what does that do though, Jen? You get to join a server? Do you get like a badge? Tired but alright, went to bed at 7 a.m. this morning. Oof. What about you? Yeah, I'm tired today too. I went to bed pretty late. See, I'm also a bit... I'm hanging in there. Definitely more tired today than I would like to be. So we go this way, or which way do we go? How do we want to do this? What we probably need to do is take... that's gonna be dangerous. We need to block up as much of this as we can. Where's the edge at? Here? There's too many areas here where we could potentially die. Right, like you guys just heard it. There's a something somewhere. I think we start here. That's what we do. Go on this side. All the magma cubes. Here we go. We start here. And keep an eye on the magma cubes while we do this. over there. There's so much badness around here. Hey Wilmer, how's it going? Welcome in. The reward is on my notifications. I haven't clicked on it yet though. Interesting. No idea. It's a code. It's a skin pack. Cool. Like a Bedrock Edition skin pack, I'm guessing, because on Java, I don't think you would need that. So much integration now. It's kind of weird. It's probably because of TwitchCon and I think he's hosting it's called the Mid-Offs or something. Because TwitchCon is it Amsterdam? Where is it at this year? The one in Europe. There's a TwitchCon happening this weekend. I've seen it on my feed. Ken, why is my chat not auto-scrolling? Rotterdam, okay. My immediate thought when you said that is, I've heard the name, but do I actually know where Rotterdam is? I don't think I do. There we go. Netherlands, okay. See, the Netherlands, I do know where that's at. Generally. My elementary school education on Europe. Nah, maybe it's middle school. Get there from my city on an overnight ferry. Wow, that close. An overnight ferry? There are overnight ferries? That's crazy. I highly doubt we have anything like that in the US. Or if we do, nobody uses it. I have not seen Minecraft Live. I saw some stuff on, I forget what I was on, Reddit or X or something. There's like a new biome. There's a new tree. I feel like they keep adding new trees like every year now. We went from never getting any new wood to like getting new wood every year. I forget what the tree's called, but like there's so many different kinds of wood, I can't even I can't keep up anymore. Every year there's like something new, which I guess makes sense if you're, you know, trying to actively develop the game, but the bars and nightclubs and other entertainments on the ferry too is almost like a cruise from what I've heard. That's wild. It's a ferry, but it's cruise-like, and its amenities. I say that like I've ever been on a cruise. I've actually never been on a cruise before. So I don't even know what a cruise is like. For the most part, I've stayed away from cruises, and you know, in large part, it's, well, growing up, we would never have paid to go on a cruise. A part of it is just, you know, everything you hear about incubation, right? People getting sick on cruises because you're all together on a boat for, you know, a few weeks. Back in the 80s and 90s, people used to go across to Rotterdam to drink cheap booze on the ship and stay on the ship and came back the following night. They put a stop them and make people get off the ship in Rotterdam. Yeah. That's an interesting way of going about it. Not like solving it, but stay on all night. Go there and back and just don't get off. Yeah, I mean that's one way of doing it. Don't have to worry about transportation. There we go. How much further we got? Decent bit. Go until my pinky hates me. Is it a nice city? If you want to walk around it, I assume that there's, you know, attractive things to do there. Looking down at that pit is so funny. My own city got heavily bombed in the war. So a lot of it is modern. There's a bit of historical architecture left restored and probably typical city entertainments. Gotcha. It's like a revamped city. Oh yeah, it's an interesting thing about living in the US is we've never really, I mean, I'm trying to think, other than the American Civil War, I think that was the last time a war was fought on American soil, or at least a majority of one. I can't remember if there's a war I'm forgetting. So we don't have a whole lot of destroyed buildings due to war. At least none that would still be standing. There's some stuff in the 1800s, but relatively new countries. That's just kind of what happens. Alright, my pinky's getting very tired, so we're going to stop that for now. We are going to go do a little bit of digging to give myself some pinky rest, and then we'll come back. A wonderful organ in the big church there, nice. Gap in my street where a house used to be till the war. It's been tidied up, but you can still see the outlines of the fireplaces. Wow. It's got to be some stuff like that around the U.S. It's probably not where I live. A lot of expansion in the U.S. in like the 50s and 60s. So a lot of our quote unquote old stuff, you know, is more like 60 years old. I mean, there's older stuff too, but like there was a lot of expansion in the U.S. in the 50s and 60s. So. (1950s, 1960s), I should say. think the weird thing to think about that is stuff built in the 50s and 60s is what, 60, 70 years old now? Which is considered old. Right, like, it's over half a century. A lot less respect for historical architecture in US, but I think it's changing now. Yeah, there's still some. There's a city near me where they've been having to revamp. It's more of a town. They're trying to preserve some of the historical nature of it, but they've had to unfortunately rebuild a number of tear down and rebuild some buildings. They're trying to restore some buildings, but some are just too far gone. That the only safe thing to do is to tear it down and rebuild it. Build something new there. Don't really know how the quality holds up versus some of the older stuff, you know. There's all the debate about, you know, is modern building, particularly modern housing, as good as housing from, you know, 100, 200 years ago. Ad's gonna start in about 4.5 minutes, by the way. Once your preconstruction laws detonate buildings, other sites of special interest preserve them from demolition, but a lot of attractive stuff still falls to the bulldozer. Yep. And some of it is, well, a lot of it is safety. Let's do that so I can see a little better. You know, you don't want to keep a building standing that's not going to be safe. So you kind of either have to restore it or get rid of it. Fortunately. And restoration can be a tall order. A lot of effort. Ancient debris. Even designated historic buildings can get demolished if they're falling apart. Nobody wants to take them on. Yeah, makes sense. It's a shame, but about a decade ago, the town near us had a couple of floods. Which is why they've had to do a lot of restoration more recently. A couple floods that were not great. Historic floods, so a lot of fallout from that. You know, one thing we could do with all this netherrack, instead of me taking it back, almost fell into the lava here. Instead of me taking it back, is just work on the wall over here. That would probably be the best thing to do with it. Instead of storing it, make it netherrack. You were involved in all that stuff when you were a couple decades ago. You were elected to the local council. Wow. Why did you decide to go for local council? Do you want to be involved in the community? I would guess. I feel like elections in the US are weird. We've got a whole bunch of like local council elections happening this year, and there's just signs everywhere. I've seen like 3 or 4 signs for different candidates like on the same property. I think those might be for the primaries though as well. Because I think you can choose up to like 20 people or something for who are going for the council, running for the council in the primary, which is wild. There's just like there's so many options. Back you're in politics back then. Wanted to do something to improve the city and help the community. Cool. It's a very noble cause. Wanted to help the community. Yeah, if you have the energy and the time to do it, that's a pretty cool thing to do. I think the ads are about to start, by the way. If they haven't already. I'm not holding my pinky down for this one. At least not yet. That's not what that's for. That's the one for your term. After that, residents gave me back my freedom, as I like to put it. RIP. Yep, ads are starting. Maybe a minute and a half. Go. Not that. Every time I run out of materials. Welcome back from the ads. 3, 2, 1. I think everyone's back now. Welcome back, everyone, from the ads. Hope we all had great ads. 10 out of 10. Would watch again. Some of the mountain climbers we're going to look at, so I won't complain. Mountain climbers? Got an ad with mountain climbers in them? Say what now? Like an ad for mountain climbing gear or something. You said mountain climbers. My first thought was actually, because I saw the mountain part obviously first, and my brain immediately went to Mountain Dew. So I'm like, that would be a more appropriate Twitch ad, I think. I guess maybe not. I don't know. I don't really know that I understand the general Twitch audience anymore. It's just, you know, it's so much bigger now, right, than just gaming or just, you know, stuff like that. I think it was sports gear. I wasn't paying attention to the product. Fair. I mean, why would you pay attention to the ad? It's just an ad. I feel like over time I've learned how to... Ow. I feel like over time I've learned how to tune out ads pretty well. You get used to them when you grow up with watching ads on TV. You learn how to just tune them out and not even realize that they're there. You do something else for like 2 minutes and then, oh, look, the show's back. We always had some kind of show going on in the background though. Didn't necessarily have people actively watching it, just the TV was on. I guess. Some ads are fun to watch and some ads are you just tune out, so. It's the subliminal messaging they want you to get though anyways. Play it enough, you're like, ooh, I heard that once. I recognize that name, etc., etc. Whoop. Most effective, or they wouldn't sink so much money to them. There's been some classic humorous ads on TV, good enough for me to remember the product. Shame was the product was generally cigars and stuff. Yeah, stuff you don't want. I'm sure there's a whole marketing team for some of these companies that is saying whether or not the advertisements actually work. They have data somehow to say to justify it. I think some of the like true advertisements are some of the more effective advertisements though. I think of like forever ago when the Wendy's Twitter blew up, right? Like I feel like that was weirdly enough like a good advertisement for Wendy's. It made people laugh and it didn't feel like an ad even though it was spreading the name brand. It's different now. I mean, a lot of like my generation consume media not in a long format, so I'm sure it's a little more difficult now. How do you capture someone's attention for 30 seconds to sell them something? Or even less than that actually, because if it's 30-second videos, you have time for like 5 seconds. Because commercials have always been like 30 seconds to a minute. So they've learned how to do that, but when everyone's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, you have less and less time to capture their attention. I mean, even content creators feel that a lot. How do you capture someone's attention? The first 5 seconds of a video has been a long-standing, you know, piece of advice. People wanting to make content. First 5 to 10 seconds are the most important time in a video. Someone clicks on a video or a short, or whether it's long form, short form, whatever it is, you know, the first few seconds are the most crucial. You gotta lure people in, quote unquote. I've always been notoriously bad at that. I just make the videos and stuff that I like watching, and I even like watching. I just, at this point, make the videos that and content that I like making. Call it that. Go. I don't know if I remember photo boost of the Hamlet cigars in the features one. It's on YouTube somewhere. It gets voted the top ad still after 40 years. Really interesting. I don't know what photo booths are. I mean, photo booths still. It's what I think it is. It still exists. It's more of a novelty, but it still exists. Put this stuff away over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, it goes over here. That's right. That's right. No. Don't do that. And we've run out of room. Perfect. Do that, I think. Hello, Enderman. Please go away. Pre-digital ones were a thing of their own. 4 attempts to take a good photo. You didn't get to see them until after they were taken. The strip before had developed Polaroid style a few minutes later. I don't think I was around for that. Digital ones for sure. Not bad. We were at a restaurant yesterday, and one of the things we noticed, because they were playing music over like speakers, was all the songs that they were playing were from the 2010s. We were like, oh, that's interesting that all of these songs from the 2010s. In my head, I'm like, do people think this is nostalgic now? Like, is this like true? I was thinking about, I mean, we're listening to a playlist right now where a lot of these songs are from the 2010s as well. Has enough time passed where stuff in the 2010s is considered somewhat nostalgic? Nostalgic enough that people are playing it on in a restaurant? It's we were sitting there trying to guess like the song names. Saying, oh, I know that one. Oh, I think this is by this, and find out information. A little bit of Googling as well. For the things we couldn't quite remember, and or as confirmation of what we did remember. It's a fun little guessing game. The 80s computers were definitely getting retro interest by 2000, so I suppose 2010 is retro now. Yeah, 2010 would be 16 years, so it was a lot of like mid 2010s though. So stuff that was like stuff that's like a decade old, roughly. There was some earlier, but it was almost like a 2016, 2017 playlist. So it was definitely interesting. Sort of 5.4 format monitor in 2010. Pretty cool. Let's do this, I think. You have a spear. Wow, you hit hard. Okay. That was harder than I thought it was gonna be. What we should do, I was just thinking about this now. Just thinking about last time. There we go. Put on our gold helmet. The monitor, still be using it now if it hadn't stopped working. So I think widescreen is more awkward for coding and word processing. So I've seen people, I don't do this, but I've seen people take their, if they can, take their monitors and flip them 90 degrees so that they're vertical instead of horizontal. And use that for coding because you can have your text editor up, your IDE, whatever you're using, and you don't need the width as much as you need the height, like you're saying, so. Same with a Word document, right? Or some kind of vertical document. It's easier if you can use the whole screen vertically, you can see more. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I actually need to be down here. So, I don't see it as much now. Like, I don't do it that way, but if I had a third monitor, I would probably. One that spins, one I can actually rotate. Mine are all fixed at this point. I have a, I mean, both of my setups now. I have a, I think this monitor's a 31-inch curved. So it's meant for like horizontal processing. I just keep it as is. And for gaming, that makes a lot of sense, right? work monitors let me do that, but you still need the widescreen for browsing some badly designed websites. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Right, where it's like what you make one of them vertical, you make one of them horizontal. So anything you have to make horizontal, you can make horizontal, and anything you can make vertical, you make vertical. The last work order stopped working. I decided to buy my own instead of getting them to send me another one. And my new one doesn't swivel. Rip. Okay, we'll start there. Whereas I would say not swivel, but I guess it doesn't do that either. Yeah. Which reminds me, I should probably... We should probably figure out... We have a dual monitor arm. That's like sitting downstairs. Been sitting downstairs for a few months now. Should really decide who's gonna take it and whether Emma will take her or whether I'll take it and set things up. Right now I just have all my monitors on their original stands instead of putting them on a dual monitor stand. They're nice to have, you know, but it's not necessary to... I know, not often moving my monitors. They kind of are in a fixed position. I have been using the standing desk portion of my work setup a little bit though, which has been nice. While I'm gaming, I haven't tried the standing desk portion of this setup yet. Actually, I don't even know if the cords extend all the way that they're supposed to. They're not, you know, because I haven't tested it. I don't know if like the cords would just fall or unplug themselves or something. Thank you. Excuse me. Please go away. Thank you. So I got a single monitor now too, probably because I don't want to have the combo of ports on the monitor's PC to use both at once. Probably because I eventually want to move my computer into an alcove. When I move to the alcove, I tend to connect the second monitor to another old PC for video entertainment exclusively. Nice. It's really a TV, so it's probably the size of a... Well, it doesn't have to be the size of like a big TV, but TVs are good second or third monitors. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Don't chase me, don't chase me. I have nothing for you, nothing. Actually, you didn't chase me because I have my golden helmet on. Aha! New monitor is 27-inch, nice. TV's 30, okay, it's a 36-inch, fair enough. That's a pretty big, potentially second monitor. When dual screen setup, I'd always have a stream on that screen anyways, fair. Just means you can't have a stream up while doing something else though. Don't look at me, I didn't do anything to you. Stop there, I think. Bye-bye. Well, that's not good. I think I looked at it in Enderman. That's really not good. I don't think the Enderman's gonna teleport all the way up here, apparently. Yeah, I've got my 31-inch curved, and I've got my old main monitor, which is 27-inch. That's what I use for this setup. Then my other setup, I have a 31-inch curved, and then a old 24-inch monitor, which is like one of my original monitors from, 12, 13 years ago. My original dual monitor setup was two of the same monitor. One of them I'm using as a second monitor in my other setup, and then the other one, unfortunately, I think is dead at this point. Whoa. Settle down there, buddy. I'm just gonna fly over here. See if it helps me out. It's very nice over here. The ghast. Is it really warm for you, Jen? It's been a nice temperature here. I cut grass yesterday and I didn't even I didn't get sunburnt, which I was surprised by. Alright, whatever that is, I don't like it. I think we should be good now. Was given the TV, which is nice. The digital receive doesn't work, but I use it for Twitch, YouTube, web-based TV anyway. A separate digital receiver if I ever want to watch broadcast TV again. Nice. Yeah, we just use streaming services for everything at this point. Like, we don't even get things like cable anymore. We'll just use streaming services, and even then, I don't think we pay for a lot of streaming services. Just watch a lot of YouTube, you know? YouTube, Twitch. I don't really watch a lot of Twitch anymore, but YouTube for sure. It's 90 degrees, oh man. What is it here? It's gonna be in the 70s here. It's currently 73, high is 75 today. Be highs in the 80s once we hit June. Only broadcast stuff I've wanted to watch stream anyway, stuff like the coronation elections and the like, yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff is switched to streaming, or at least, like, if it is on, you know, kind of cable TV, it also is streamed somewhere, so you can always watch it somehow. Go up here now. Go all the way up to the ceiling with these. Only got the 70 Fahrenheit here and is heading down from that now. Nice. Yeah, 70 is a good temp. Between 60 and 70 is generally what I like for an outdoor temp. Around 70 for an indoor temp is nice, in my opinion. Alrighty, sounds good. Yeah, bring that laundry in. Make sure it doesn't get wet. Reminds me, one of the things we need to do is clean out our dryer. You're supposed to clean them every, I forget if it's 6 months or a year. Clean out the dryer vent and anything that got past the lint trap. We don't have a very long dryer vent. It's basically like because our washer dryer set is on the ground floor. And it backs up to the house. I think it's literally like a foot between the dryer and the edge of the house, and then the whatever the flap is that allows air to go out. The outdoor vent portion. Oh, ad break. Rip, sorry. The outdoor vent portion is basically right there, so there's not a whole lot to have to clean on that end, thankfully. Ours is very short too, yeah. It's nice, because I've heard of like dryer vents being much longer. So it's, you know, it's nice not having to worry about that. There's still an amount of like, hey, you know, the connection from your dryer to the wall. There is a level of, you need to clean that out, but, and the dryer itself as well. That was a big wall. Oh my gosh. Gonna need to repair this pickaxe in a second. Welcome back to the ad break. It was a good one. Keep an eye on my pickaxe. Start on this corner. Fill that in so I don't accidentally go in the hole. Yeah, I kind of feel like today, maybe it's just, you know, it being a Sunday, it does feel like a pretty tiring day though. So it's nice to kind of sit here, chillax, hang out. Talk about all kinds of things. Excuse me, don't jump in front of me. It's a recipe for disaster, buddy. I don't think you want to do that. Alright, we're gonna stop there. Go take these up there. It's right here. Okay, cool. It's been a nice peaceful way of doing stuff in today's stream though, right? Just building a little wall. Nothing stressful about this. No dying to magma cubes. A couple of instances of getting struck by pigmen, but apart from that, nothing. Now with the gold helmet on, there's no pigmen attacking me, so easy peasy. Let's do this. Cool. Let's start pillaring up here. We'll do that. Oh no. Don't do that. Don't do that either. It's not the mouse that's the problem though, it's me. I'm accidentally hitting the button. Oh, I doubt anyone actually thought that I wasn't the problem, but you know, just to clarify. Mouse not the problem, me the problem. I have a weird habit of misclicking. All right. What is this? There we go. We don't want that. Get out of here. What is this? What is this? What is going on here? No, don't you do it. think if I destroy the quartz, fine. Don't want any of this. I want you all gone. Gone. Out of here. Can't believe there's still a little bit left in the corner. Still a little bit right there, but I'll take care of that in a minute. You make weird noises. You could potentially stop with the noises, please. They're very weird. They're very weird noises. I don't like them. Not a fan. Mm-mm. Go up to the ceiling from here. Stop here, I think. Yeah. Or go as far as we can. That's gonna bother me. We're gonna have to fix that in a minute. Actually, we should just fix that now. There's one there too. See if we can glide over here, potentially. Yeah, there we go. Hello. I'm going on the other side of this though. The life's a little bit easier that way. Whoa. Alright, there we go. Yeah. On track now. There we go. Little boy, how's it going? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. You're doing well today. Been here since 10th grade. What is it for you now? Because 10th grade could be last year. It could be 5 years ago. You know. 2 years into your degree. So it's probably been what, 4 years in? Ish. 4 or 5. I'm doing good though. Doing good. We are just chilling. Working on our perimeter build here, making my life a little bit easier. Trying to prevent mobs from dropping down on my head. You know how it is. 4 years, yeah, nice. Also, that would have been 2022. Cool. Hopefully everything with the degree is going well. Whoop. Don't do that. Eee. Here. Been a minute, yeah, for sure. Welcome back. Laundry's safe and dry, and I have tea and meds too. Let's go. Nice. Welcome back. Okay. How's this wall looking? Not bad, huh? Not bad. Not bad at all. There's a block missing right there. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, there's one missing right there too. How am I missing so many blocks? What am I doing? We want a bit here. Missing so many spaces. Thought there was some space over here. Yeah, there is right there. Don't want to have to fly up here, so we're just gonna pillar our way up. Should have enough netherrack here to finish it off. We should get rid of that as well. See if our pickaxe lasts long enough for us to do that. Whoop! I think here is good. How about we get rid of that and get rid of that? Be better. The rest of that can stay there. Well, there's a lot going on here. Just want to get rid of like the major issues if I can. So I don't think anything's actually, we're not in danger of having any magma cubes spawn up here. So if I can just literally just do like up to here maybe. That would be the most beneficial, I think. Whoop. And you gone. Whoop. Fill that hole. I hear you gassed. Alright, we're good. That should be enough, and we'll take care of the rest once we actually take care of the ceiling. But I think that's good enough for now. Alright, next thing we need to do is we need to repair this pickaxe. I think that is the wise thing to do right now. Bloop. Cool. All right. Wither skeletons drop. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, it worked. Kind of. So as a reminder, this is how we repair a lot of our tools and armor and whatnot when we're over here at the Wither Skeleton Farm. Is we use the Wither Skeleton Farm to repair the stuff that we are using to work on the perimeter. So, oh, that looks so much better. A nice contained wall. I love that. Already feeling a little more secure. Magma Cupid dropped down for a second, but I think it was just the Wither Skeleton. Alright, you. Placed by you. Throw all these stone swords out. I do this manually because I don't want to just send everything that isn't what we want into like a pot of lava or something in case we accidentally drop something into the hopper system that we don't want in there. A tool, for instance. So that's why I do a lot of this stuff by hand. All my favorite X240p people are gonna be streaming tonight. Did you know Stingin was back? Let's go. I saw something. I think it was on X. I don't know with what frequency, but Nico's gonna stream later. Nice. Let's go. Nico was season 2? I don't think Nico was season 1. I could be wrong though. I've been known to be wrong. That's cool though. Nope. 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 Get back here. You don't get to threaten me like that. That's not how this works. Best of us lately. Remember, I saw very little X240p, watched lots of the community doing other things, and it's been back a while too. It's temporarily offline due to a house flood. Oof, he just came back too. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. I had a coworker who had to deal with his basement flooding, and it was not a fun process. I think it was basement. A-level flooded, pipe burst. You know how it goes. He was really doing a lot at some point. He was really back into the swing of things. That's pretty cool. Got what, like 30 streams into it, looks like. It's pretty good. Oh, cool. anything that remotely sounds like there's water damage, you know, does not sit well with me. Yeah, Jeff's normally streaming late on the weekdays, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. Because he's rated the stream a couple times on a Wednesday. Rated this stream a couple times. Because we stream on the same day. Slightly offsetting times. But city floods back in 2007. Escape with only a flooded yard. Most people were out of their houses for the best part of a year. Yeah. Yeah. And with, you know, things that are damp comes mold as well, and it's not something I like thinking about, but that's the other part of water damage. You know, you have to repair the damage itself, but you also have to make sure that, you know, you get everything, otherwise the mold can creep in, and that's an even bigger problem, bigger issue, unfortunately. Ad break in about 5 minutes, by the way. FYI. Almost there. Now we're golden. Continue working over here, I think. Get my offhand. So is overflow of other people's doings in the mix? Yeah. I've seen enough Instagram reels or YouTube shorts about that kind of stuff. I think it's one of the downfalls of owning a home is all of the well, I don't know how it started, but I see a lot of like house repair shorts and reels. They just pop on my feed now. So horror stories is like, maybe I shouldn't be watching this. Cause I'll be laying awake at 1 AM thinking about it. That's already been a big enough issue, right? It's like, it's one of the more sold things about owning something is that not only do you have the responsibility to fix it, you're also the one worrying about it. Right, like if I rent somewhere, I can just say, hey landlord, go fix it. Now you're then up to the landlord to fix it unless you want to fix it yourself. But it becomes more than just about who's actually going to fix it. It's the worry about making sure that things are properly taken care of. If I rent someplace and something happens to the place that I'm renting, I go find another place, or you know, it's not on my dime generally. Now, of course, with the big catastrophic things, that's why there's insurance and whatnot, but doesn't really prevent you from worrying about things, unfortunately. It's been a bigger problem for me of the last year is just like the amount of times that amount of stress of just the worry because we own our home. Like, I oftentimes feel like I have to be, like, very much on top of everything. Otherwise, you know, something could fall through the cracks, and then it could be pretty bad. So. With more responsibility and more ownership of something comes more worry. I mean, I think about the same things with work as well. Fill that in. I'm gonna end here, I think. I'm gonna go up here. We generally have more civilized weather than you do, so we're not built for big storms. No storm drains or that kind of thing. Really? No storm drains? Yeah, we got storm drains everywhere. Little storm drain in front of my house. Yeah, worry is a constant for sure. And it's also just the, like I said, the price to pay for owning something. Some people are good at not worrying as much and owning things, and that unfortunately that person is not me. So like I said, the same thing happens at work, right? Like, you know, the certain responsibilities, things that I own, quote unquote, at work. I spend a lot of time worrying about it, so. Which, yeah, you know, there's a lot of worry at the same time. You know, I probably worry too much about things that I don't need to worry about. So the worry doesn't really help me, but it is difficult to shake off. Ooh, ad break. Go. Place. Every single time, because I run out of netherrack. Every single time. Welcome back to the ads. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a good ad break. Still here, placing blocks. So-called rainy. England just had showers and drizzle, no monsoons. In my city, we actually get less rain than Vancouver. Wow. Yeah, it's not a lot of downpours, I guess, huh? Oh, the crazy weather that we get. And, you know, that's very true about, you know, regardless of economic status, everybody worries about certain things. Obviously, there's certain worries that are much better than others to have. But yeah, naturally, we, as humans, we don't have things to worry about, find things to worry about. Sometimes the worries are important, and sometimes they're just not that important. You know, if you have a certain, like, the immediate thing I thought about is like, how much do you think someone who is like a multi-millionaire or a billionaire worries about their house flooding, for instance? When you have the money to be able to fix something, you know, you're not really gonna worry about it. Because it's like, well, if it happens, then I can easily fix it, you know? But if you don't have the money to be able to fix something, at least not easily, then that becomes a bigger issue. Because once you have the thing, or once you have enough money to fix the thing, then move on to the next problem. Which at that level is, you know, a lot of like status stuff and, you know, losing large amounts of money. Social things. We are social creatures after all. As much as some people don't want to be, including myself. I am certainly at a point now where I don't really socialize a lot. Really at all at this point. Friday, I think, was the first time that I went out by myself someplace in a long time. There was no one else there. I ended up going to like a there's like a local brewery basically that we like to go to. It's on a farm actually. So I just by myself went there and had a beverage, sat down. Like I said, it's on a farm, so there's a whole like outdoor venue. Spent an hour and just chilled out. My form of getting air, touching grass. It probably looked really weird because I was like sitting on a bench by myself. But I work from home so much that me going outside is like generally to go to a store to buy something. It's very rarely like to go, like I don't go to work like physically. Not often anyways. So one of those things where like during the week I like barely leave the house, and then so if I don't like force myself essentially to like go do something, then I'm probably not leaving. But for better or for worse. I'm gonna fill this thing because it's gonna annoy me if I don't. We're gonna do that, make it look a little better. There we go. It'll look a little better now. It's coming along quite nicely. We haven't filled in that bottom portion, which is what I'll do next. Do we tear down this area? So, you know, just doing those kind of little things. Making sure I get outside, stretch my legs. I mean, we go for a walk pretty much every day. So, with Bailey, it's kind of like, kind of need to for her sake. So, and it helps us too, but. basalt, thank you. Bye bye basalt. Lots of quartz, very nice. Too far away. Too high. There we go. Third time's the charm. Sweat in this office as well. It's getting kind of warm. I have to turn on my fan. Go. Almost to a full inventory. Oh, we're reaching the... Ah, here we are. Reaching a decent place here. It's a good level. Right where the original border was placed for this perimeter. I think I'm at inventory space, aren't I? Yep. Alright, let's go here. I'm gonna turn on my fan. It's getting warm. You know, I think you'll hear a little bit of it, but I think I actually fixed the weird noise coming from my fan. The covering for the light was a little wobbly, which is what was causing the noise. And I fixed it yesterday? No, Thursday or Friday. Because I finally took the time to actually like try to diagnose the problem. It's been like that for a year. But I mean, the noise is typically so low. Like, yeah, you shouldn't really hear any noise anymore. Very little anyways. The noise level is usually pretty low, like I said, so it doesn't really annoy me. But this past week I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have the fan on a lot more with it starting to be summer. Let me, we're getting close to summer. So, you know, let me figure it out, so. Bailey is so funny. She hopped off her perch. She's now laying like directly under my ceiling fan. She's like, ooh, nice and cool. Guess it was too warm in here. You guys haven't heard her at all, but she's been over in the perch sleeping. Pretty much all stream. Well, actually all stream. Yeah, I think it's warm. It's nice, cool air. Because I fixed the noise on the fan, I'm actually okay with the fan speed being faster. I usually keep it like pretty much at the lowest level of the speed. I'm just going in her bed now. I've kept it at the lowest level speed because it'll produce the lowest amount of noise. But now I can put it at higher speeds. Pretty easily. Whoop. Do I even need to have this anymore? No, I definitely do. It's too dark. Way too dark. Paid attention that time. So I actually saw when the lantern, or when I ran out of blocks in my primary hand, so I didn't place the lantern. Look at me paying attention. Happens sometimes. Big ol' spear down there. Got a lot more space to go, apparently. And I'll keep unwanted guests out. Whoa. Don't do that. That was the wrong hotbar slot. I accidentally hit my scroll wheel. It's fine. It's fine. Not too much further to go. We may run out of blocks. Yeah, we are definitely gonna run out of blocks before we get there, though. Nice border here, though. The last stack. So I'm not going to use the basalt or the blackstone for this small, not in a nether waste like this. I want whatever blocks I'm using to match the biome. Did I miss that? goodness. Couldn't even hit the gas before it despawned. That's wonderful. Yeah, more target practice definitely needed. You're not wrong there. Grab all of these. New layers are left. Only one layer here. Looks like 2 here. 2 here for some of it anyways. Ooh, BRB, alrighty. Go get some painkillers. I'm sorry, that's... that does sound painful. What did I do here? Why did I leave this? There we go. Oh my goodness, why did I do that? There we go. Last level here, I think. Oh, almost the last level. A little ways to go. Grab this. This whole section here needs to get removed. Interesting. Oh, this is the border right here. It's the wall. Right here it looks like. Yep. We can take these back. Looks like we'll start here. Go all the way across. We'll build this wall up. Gonna build these up as well. Whoa. I hit the ceiling there. Maybe. Oh yeah, we're definitely about to hit the ceiling here. Yup. Whoop. Got him. Ten out of 10. There we go. Job done. Must have strained a muscle or something. Hopefully it's starting to help you out. Strain a muscle like in your hand from typing or something. Potentially. All right, let's see. I want to cover this up. Probably not from typing. I do that all the time. Fair enough. I mean, sometimes it's just, you know, having your hand or your whatever part is hurting in like a weird configuration, right? Like I wake up with pain in weird places all the time because I slept wrong, you know. Has just more to do with getting old, fair. That's true. It's a fair point. So that wall is here. I really want to take some sand to this, I feel like. At least a little bit. Right across here. Whoa, this is deep. Oh my gosh. It's like all the way down the bedrock. This just keeps going. What? That can't be that deep. Must be the getting broken on something. That's better. Here we go. I've got this on our hotbar just to be safe. Got my fire resistance helmet on as well. 2.5 minutes till an ad break, by the way. Don't play the violin with me right now. Don't play the violin afterwards either, because I don't play the violin. Oh my goodness. I never learned how to play a string instrument. Could always try if I wanted to, but never really had much of a desire to. I was a trumpet player for all of 4 years in school. And that was about it. Welcome in, Raiders. Thanks for the raid, Height. Appreciate it. Hopefully you had a good stream. What is happening? Okay, what's that? Okay. That scared me. Uh-oh. How did I... How did that happen? Yeah, welcome in. Hopefully, hopefully your stream was good. Hopefully you did fun stuff. Feel free to let me know how things went. If not, I appreciate the raid. That is the wall. Doing a 1-block challenge right now. Nice. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it for sure. About to hit an ad break, by the way, but those from the raid may not get it. Try the violin school, but they gave up on me. Yeah, ancient tradition. I gotta drop in lava at least once a stream. You know how it is. Do that. There we go. Hey, welcome in. Anyone who doesn't know what we're doing, we're currently working on a wither skeleton perimeter. I'm working on the walls for it so that magma cubes don't drop down on us, because apparently I'm really good at almost dying in this game, so. Just building the wall now. Please go away, Enderman. Please go away. There we go. So we're just kind of working on building up the wall. Nothing spectacular. Slow and steady progress. There we go. Worked on basically this, I mean, all of that's been today, and this wall has all been today as well, so. Ooh. I was doing a really good job of paying attention earlier, and apparently now I'm not. Good to know. Using netherrack as a means of blending the terrain in with the wall. Even though it's not the best material to use, you know, keeps things out. As the gas shoots it. And I am randomly or accidentally placing these lanterns down because I use them in my offhand as a means of lighting things up. So, welcome back to the ads. Anyone who had any ads, welcome back. Do periodic ad breaks here. It's not usually a break, just more of a, I try not to talk about anything too important for the minute or a half every half an hour that we have them. It replaced pre-rolls, so that way we can get rid of pre-rolls and just do periodic ad breaks. So you shouldn't get any pre-rolls before joining the stream. Glad everything went well with the stream. Thanks again for raiding here. I really appreciate it. For those who don't know this world, so this is my hardcore amplified single player world. Vanilla. Pretty much vanilla. I've got like sodium iris for shaders and like flashback for like content creation stuff, and I got a zoom mod, but that's it. There's no other enhancements to it. So, over 3,500 days in this world. I started this world about just over 5 years ago. So, right now I plan on about twice a week. We've been working on this project now for probably 10 months. Slow and steady. That's how I go about things. Slow, steady, chill atmosphere. That's how we do things here. Oh, I think I looked at an Enderman. I definitely looked at an Enderman. So we're gonna go over here. These kind of fly over here. I think about you. Go. Wait a few minutes. And fly back. There's some air over here we need to fill in. I don't see an Enderman trying to kill me, so that's a good sign. Let's not look at that level, please. We'll go over here now. Fill in this little hole. We don't need this hole. So, been working on this perimeter now for, like I said, about 10 months, I think. I mean, I technically started a few years ago, but we've been working on it more consistently in the last 10 months. Generally my time to take a break, relax, do something productive, which this definitely is. Making a lot of progress. We've mined out a lot of area. We've done a lot of mining here mostly, and right now I'm working on the wall just to kind of help keep some of the bad things out. We almost died a couple streams ago, so I mean, half a heart almost died. So it's nice to, you know, working on something that's gonna help with that. Let's go put some of this away. There's a clip on my Twitch channel for anyone who is curious. Did a little replay. I post the VODs over on YouTube. I don't know if the VOD, well, the VOD's probably still on Twitch as well, but did a little bit of replay analysis afterwards, just trying to figure out like what I did wrong, and I did a lot of things wrong, for sure. But we survived somehow, so we're still here. See how long I last. And I think this section, we're gonna work on this little bit here, I think. Get rid of this. Let's go up to here. Take out this section. Keep some things spawn in here. It's always good to remove spawnable space within this perimeter when we can. I mean, this whole point of a perimeter is to remove all the blocks, so there's literally nowhere for things to spawn. Probably dug too far into this side, but it's alright. go. Let's not look at the Enderman, please. I think the Enderman either got hit by lava, because I don't think I hit the Enderman. I think the Enderman either got hit by lava or stepped on a magma cube or something. A little bit odd. Yeah, get out of here, Enderman. See how much of this we can cover in lava. A good bit, I would think. The rest of it we'll cover with slabs. Yep, that was definitely the magma cubes there. The magma cube blocks, magma blocks. Go. Actually here, just to make my life a little bit easier, we'll just do this. So we're gonna put slabs here, keep it the same level as everything else. Here. That was probably a bad idea. Hope we're alive. Looks a little purple up here, which is pretty interesting. Let's do that. I like to keep my chest plate on pretty much all times, so. There we go. So, now that we've got that covered, I think I'm gonna wrap things up there for today. A productive one as always. I'll keep the netherrack in my inventory, so either next stream, which will be Wednesday, or in my off time, I'll come back through here and start placing some of these down. So good progress though, especially on the wall area. We worked on this section over here, this little section. Worked on some of this wall. We dug out some area over here, and we worked on this wall all the way around. There's a section over here that needs to be filled in. Right here. Apart from that, we're doing a pretty good job. Always find little fun projects to be working on. The reason I'm also putting this wall in here, we can always replace it later, but where this actual like stone brick border is here is where like the actual wall is gonna go. Whatever we decide to do with that. I might just do black concrete all the way around. I don't know. I want to do more than that, but it'd be an easy place to start. But yep, that is gonna wrap it up here for today, folks. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I'll put the links down in the chat for anyone new, anyone who hasn't been around, anyone who wants access to the things. Links are down in chat. I'll be live Wednesday. We should be live Wednesday, and I will continue to be live Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's my normal go live time for weekends. And then Wednesdays are my weekday streams, starting at around 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So hope to see some of you all there. I know I've got Wednesday people, I've got Sunday people. some overlap, but I appreciate you all being here. So have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good one. I will see you next time. Later.